Hey everyone, Brandon Quinn here, thanks for joining. In this video we're going to play through the Hexakai daily puzzle from September 12th. This puzzle is in medium mode on a board of size 11. So the size 11 means that the middle row and all of the diagonals are going to have 11 cells instead of the typical 10, and the value of each cell can range from 0 through 9 as well as the letter A for a total of 11 possible values. If you want to give this puzzle a shot for yourself first, I do have a link in the description, and when you're ready, you can come back and proceed with the playthrough together. With that, let's get started. Let me zoom out a little bit. I'm going to see if there's any low-hanging fruit. Okay, so it looks like there are at least a few diagonals that are almost all the way filled in. I'm noticing here this one only has 2 values missing. So let's see what values are missing. 1 and 3. 1 and 3 are missing. Let's see if we can conclusively... Yep, there's a 3 there, meaning that one has to be a 1. Making this one here definitely a 3. I'm going to do this intersecting one. Now that we filled in the 1, there's only 3 missing, so let's go ahead and see what we can do there. 3, 8, and 9. 3, 8, and 9 are missing. So here's an 8. This one can be a 9. Or a 3. 3 or 9, that is. Here's a 3. There's a 9. That means this one has to be an 8. There's a 9, making that one a 3. Making this one definitely a 9. Yep, I just did a quick double check. That looks right. So I'm going to move on to the next part of the puzzle. Let's see what we should do next. You know, the middle row only has 3 missing. And if we can get that, that would be really helpful for the rest of the board. So I'm going to go ahead and tackle that now. 1, 6, and 8 are missing. 1, 6, and 8. So there's a 1 there. There's a 6 there, making that one definitely an 8. So only 1 and 6 are missing. But it looks like we can't actually determine which cells are which in this case. There isn't enough information on the board to make that determination conclusively. So we'll come back to that one. Actually, just the fact that we got that 8 means this only has 2 cells remaining. So let's go ahead and tackle that. 1 is missing. 7. 1 and 7. There's a 7 there, making this one a 1. Making this one a 7. I am noticing we're filling in a lot of 1s. We might be able to use that information in the future, if we need to. But for now, I'm just going to continue looking for low-hanging fruit. And here's one right here, a diagonal with only 2 missing. 2 is missing, and 9. 2 and 9. There's a 2 there, so that one is definitely a 9. Making this one definitely a 2. Let's see, what's a good one to do next? I'll do the intersecting diagonal here. I believe it's 5 and 6. Yep, 5 and 6 are missing. There's a 6 there, making this one a 5. Making this one a 6. Since this is a puzzle on a medium mode, even though the board's a little bit bigger than the typical size 10, most of what we're going to be doing is just focusing on single diagonals at a time. We're not going to need to use any sophisticated strategies, most likely. We'll see how it goes throughout the board, but usually those sophisticated strategies like triangular elimination come into play for either difficult or higher modes, or when we start getting into huge puzzles like at least size 13. And the game goes all the way up to size 16, by the way. So for now, this should be relatively smooth sailing. It'll be good exercise for you if you're new to the game. Easy and medium puzzles. It helps you get a feel for the game, and it kind of gives you a little bit leeway when you're trying to figure out which numbers are missing in each diagonal. You have a little bit less to juggle with all at once. So with that, let's go ahead and continue juggling. You know what, this one has 5 missing, but I'm just going to see what we can do there anyway. It'll be cool if we get a nice little slice of the board done like that. There's other things too, like this one, which only has 3 missing if we fail there, but let's go ahead, give that a shot. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8 are missing. I'll start with this one because it's in the middle. 1, 6, 7, 8, 2. So that one's definitely a 2. 1, 6, 7, 8 are missing. 7, 1, 6, 8. Definitely an 8 there. So that's 1, 6, 7 remain. 6. This is going to be a 1 or a 7. 1, 7, 6. That one's definitely a 6 here. This is the 1 and the 7 nearby. Leaving 1 and 7. There's a 7 there, making this one a 1. Making this one a 7. Oh, and now that we filled in that 1 assignment there, we can come back, see what was missing, which was a 6, and fill that in now. So, as a bonus, we got the middle row completely finished. Alright, we had some luck there. I'm going to tackle this one next, which has 4 missing. 1, 3, 7, 9. I think I made a mistake. Yeah, 179A are what's missing. 179A. So 1, 9, 7. So this one's definitely an A. Leaving 179 for the rest of the row. 1, 9, 7. I think I made a mistake somewhere. 1 second. I was thinking 1, 7, and 9 were the ones that were remaining, but that filters... Those were all filtered out because we have 1, 7, 9 there, so an A. Let me mark this as a tentative thing. 9, 1... Okay, that one has to be a 7, not an A. I made a mistake there. Making this one definitely an A, because that's the only possibility there. So leaving 1 and 9. There's a 1 there, making that one a 9. Making this one a 1. We're in a good state now. I'll knock out this one because there's only one thing missing, which is a 0. Right, when you have diagonals where there's only one value missing, you can determine just from that diagonal what's missing without having to look at anything else on the board. I'm going to knock out this one next. There's only 2 things missing. One of them is a 1, and I just see that right there, so we can just mark that in quickly, and then let's see what else is missing. It's a 4. So this is a 4 here. We got that diagonal completed. Let's go ahead and try this one now. There's 4 missing from that one. 0, 1, 3, 5. No, 0, 1, 3, 7. I'll start with this one. 1, 3. This is going to be a 0 or 7. 1, 7, 0, 3. This one's definitely a 3. Leaving 1, 3, 7 for the rest of it. There's a 1 and 3 there, so that one's definitely a 7. Making that one a 1. Making that one a 3. Okay. There's 2 here missing. I'll just knock that out quickly. A 0 is missing. And what else? A 0 and a 5. There's a 5 there, making that one definitely a 0. Making this one here definitely a 5. There's 3 here missing. I'll take care of that one next. Looks like we're starting to pick away at the board bit by bit, right? There's still a few clusters, but as we pick away at it, they'll get smaller and smaller until we can just complete the entire thing. So, there's a mistake again. Hold on. Right as I said that, there was a mistake. This one already had a 3. That's not a 3, that's something else. This is missing a 0. I'm going to tentatively assign this as 0 for now. I definitely made a mistake when I was doing that diagonal, but at least within this diagonal, this is a consistent assignment, and we'll know if that assignment is correct once we fill in a little bit more on the rest of the board. So I'll ignore this diagonal here for now, actually, so that we don't propagate the error, and instead I'll do this diagonal. We can't fully avoid error propagation if that is an error, but at least by not directly doing it on a cell, which could be an error, which we know could be an error, I should say, we can mitigate the risk. I want to do this one, actually. This is a predefined cell, so we know that the error can't be there, so I'll do this one. There's only 4 missing anyway, so it's a good way to go. 0, 1, 2, 4. 0, 1, 2, 4. This one's a 4. 0, 1, 2 are remaining. 2, 1, 0, because of the 2 there, the 1 there. 1 and 2 are remaining. There's a 2 up there, making this one A1, making this one A2. There's only 3 missing here. I'll do that one next. 1, 4, 5. There's a 1 and a 4 there, making this one a 5. 1 there, making this one a 4. Making this one a 5. Sorry, making this one a 1. Next, intersecting here, 4, 6, 8A. 4, 6, 8A. 4, 8. This isn't going to be a 6 or an A, I'll mark that in. 6, 8. This is going to be a 4 or an A. 8, 4. Could be a 6 or an A. This one has to be an 8 here because everything else we already ruled out the possibility. So we got something that diagonal, at least. We couldn't get the rest, but that gives us a foothold into this one, which now only has 3 missing. 6, 7, 9 are missing. This one could be a 7 or a 9. This one has to be a 6 because yeah, 7 and 9 are in this row. There's a 7 there, making that one a 9. Making this one definitely a 7. Okay, I'll do this one next. There's only 2 there, and we'll isolate this part. Actually, on the one hand, we could isolate it to the end, like I was saying. On the other hand, we could deal with it now in the case there's any other errors. I'll just wait for the end, because I think this is a right assignment as we have it now. Oh, no, hold on. That is an error. I'm going to go in the intersecting diagonal and fix that error by seeing what's missing here. 3. This one has to be a 3 according to... Oh, no, sorry. There's a 3 there as well. A. This one is an A. I'll mark that as tentative as well, but I think that's correct. So back into this diagonal here. 1 is missing. 1 and 6. There's a 1 there, making this one a 6. Making this one a 1. What's next? What can we do? I'll go ahead and knock this one out. We're almost done the board, actually. It's just we have to make sure those errors are resolved, and I can check that at the end before I submit. So what's missing here? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is missing. 4, 9A. 4. This is going to be a 9 or an A. 9. This one could be a 4 or an A, which we already knew. 4. And then here we have 9 or A. So surprisingly, actually, we couldn't resolve anything there. I figured we could because there's only 3 left and the board is mostly finished, but sometimes that happens. I'll tackle this one next because we're still avoiding the error areas. So let's see what's missing here. 0, 6, A. 0, 6, A. This one has to be a 0 because 6 and A are in the intersecting diagonal. Leaving 6 and A, that's a 6. This is an A. Making this one definitely a 6. Now that we have an A here, we know this one can only be a 9. Making this one... No, making this one a 4. Making this one an A. There we have it. And I think this 0 is correct because there's a 0 here. So if the 0 went here, we'd have a contradiction. So now I'm just going to fill in the remaining value in this diagonal. The missing value is a 9. And I'm going to mark that too. Alright, 2 things remaining. I'll just knock it out in one single diagonal here. 2 is missing. 2 and A. There's an A there, making this one A2. Making this one an A. Alright, I think we have everything. Let's zoom out, make sure. Yep, we're good there. I'm going to go ahead and submit it and see if we got the right answer. Nice, there we have it. If you enjoyed playing this, I encourage you to check out the website, hexakai.com, where you can play daily puzzles today or in the past, or generate puzzles of your own using the new game feature here, where you have all different board sizes and a range of difficulties. I also have this available on Android and iOS if you want to play on your phone, and it's also available in paper and pencil format on my book, which you can get linked in the description below. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you next time.